Hey guys, welcome. Thought I brought you a video somewhere, different looking. I woke up this morning and I just went through all the news feeds, and as typical, I see this one article, and I think I talk about this in a lot of my prior videos, about this woke culture, how it's the decay of modern society. It was almost like when the first leaflets used to go out, almost like newspaper. It was like they used to print leaflets when they were able to churn them out. I think this happened in Europe during the Middle Ages. They would print out leaflets, and it was a form of propaganda, also to fearmonger the population, and also to spread word, positive word or negative word, about events that were happening in Europe at the time. Came to the U.S., of course, we have newspapers, and then from newspapers now we have social media, and this whole idea of a woke culture is just a collapsion of our society. It really is. So I watched several videos of how college students react to signs or any kind of views that are not symbiotic with their own. And they overreact, of course. They throw tantrums like children would do when you take away their toys. Or you tell them no, they can't do something. Typical reaction. And so adolescence has spread into the colleges. And the biggest facilitators of this are the professors, the college deans. They're the biggest facilitator of this behavior because they're so woke cultured that they spread these lies, and they are lies because they are propaganda based about American culture. And so I saw this text from David. There's a tweet that David Swimmer put out about Friends, and I read several articles about it, and immediately the left, and he's someone who's on there, you can't get any more liberal than David Swimmer. This they eat their own, and automatically they pull the race card and start calling anybody that has fair skin colonizers. Now, the term is supposed to be it's supposed to be like a disparage term, like a put down, or almost like a racial term towards white people, calling them colonizers. And in their woke mind, that's supposed to sound intelligent, calling people colonizers. And I think this comes from a black nationalist, movement, almost like blacks saying that all whites are colonizers, and if they have a statement in this woke society that they shouldn't have any right to say anything because they're colonizers, and that's the term they'll use. And see, this is what's wrong with colleges today and their revisionist history, because they rewrite history to make Americans sound like the scourge of the earth, and it's far from the truth. I believe in American exceptionalism. I believe our schools, from kindergarten all the way up into secondary and junior high school, and then colleges, should be teaching about American exceptionalism. Just teach the history the way it was written fairly, not the revisionized way that has been written in the later years to show that we didn't have any positive effect on the world. And that's shameful, because now you have these overgrown babies, because that's what they are, overreacting to stuff like this, and there's a great amount of support for it, because, see, it's like in the Matrix, the wool is over your eyes. You need to take the pill and wake up, because they've brainwashed you to the point where they having you hate everything about you, yourself. You're American, you represent America. So why would you say you hate everything about America? So you hate yourself? Does that make sense? And then it's the second generation culture that comes in. I mean, the first generations, the second generation culture has no understanding. Their family came over here to escape the oppressions of their own country with their own beliefs, their own religions and everything. They escaped that to come here to then bash us. Where are you going to be happy? You weren't happy at home, and now you're here, and you're not happy here. So what you're saying is it's a personal thing. It has nothing to do with the grand painting of how America was created. It's something that's internal within you and your culture. It's not the American culture, because you're bringing your ideology and all your hatred with you. So why are we teaching this in colleges? Why are professors and deans telling them, yes, you're right, your hatred is part of the problem, and we need to do something about it? Why is that not happening? I don't understand how the brainwashing is so prevalent that even the brainwashees, the people who are brainwashed, don't even see it. And it's just mind-blowing. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring you that, my point of view. If you have a comment about it, if you disagree, what do you disagree? What are the premises that you disagree with? Because my thinking is, if you're not happy with your current situation, and I'm seeing college in like Yale, George Washington University, Princeton, Harvard, these are colleges that everyone in those colleges are privileged. When they graduate and they have that on their CV or resume, they automatically, the door opens for them. So that's a privilege that right there you should be thankful for. But no, you want to spit in the face of it. So it doesn't matter what color, religion, or background you come from. If you're in those colleges and you're calling white people colonizers, and you're in this woke society where the signage from the opposing view makes you hyperventilate and clap your hands in front of people's face and stomp your feet, you're part of the problem. You're the problem. But you ask yourself, while you carry around your Gucci bags and your $300 coats and those fancy scarves that you wear back east, how is it that you have all that and don't think you're privileged? Anyway, I'll leave it there. You comment and let me know how you feel, because I absolutely think it's totally disgusting. And there's an incredible double standard here. You know, David Schwimmer, one of the lefties you can get in Hollywood, getting eaten by his own people on the left, other Hollywood celebrities, who shouldn't have nothing to say because their contribution to America is almost nothing. These are the most selfish people on the planet. I'm just going to leave it there.